Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahilladzi kafa. Wassalatu wassalamu ala nabiyil mustafa wa ala alihi wa ashabihi syurafa amma ba'd. I'm Jihan Insyira Zahrani, majoring the International Program of Islamic Communication and Broadcasting in the Faculty of Islamic Studies, University Muhammadiyah, Yogyakarta. And this video is made to fulfill the learning accomplishment evaluation of Dakwah studies. And here I would like to elaborate my analysis regarding the Dakwah activities of Ustadha Yasmin Mogahed. So there are at least 4 aspects that I have analyzed about this millennial influencer, Ustadha Yasmin Mogahed. The first one is related to focus of topic, method, and her style of Dakwah. The second one is about her achievements on social media platforms, which I'm gonna be focusing on YouTube and Instagram. And then in the third topic, we're gonna talk about the impacts of her dawah, especially to the youth or to the millennial generation. And then the last one is conclusion and recommendation for Ustadha Yasmin Mogahed. So who is Ustadha Yasmin Mogahed? Of course, before analyzing about her dawah activities, we have to get to know her. Okay, so Ustadha Yasmin Mogahed is a Muslim scholar. She is an American Egyptian Muslim scholar based in the US. Born on March 11, 1980 in Egypt, she completed her bachelor's degree in major of psychology at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. She also completed a master's degree in journalism and mass communication from the same university. She made history when she became the first Muslim woman to be an instructor at Al-Maghrib Institute of Islamic Studies in Houston, Texas, United States of America. Yasmin Mogahed practiced journalism for a while, making guest posts at the Huffington Post, and was a columnist for InFocus News for some time. She also worked as a writing instructor at Cardinal Street University. She is currently living in the United States with her family. Ustadha Yasmin Mogahed is well known for her gift of captivating an entire audience with her thoughts and her insightful reflections. Also, as a skilled creative writer, Ustadha Yasmin Mogahed's literature really speaks from the heart and is felt by millions of people around the world, including me of course. And maybe some of you haven't known about her phenomenal books, which is Reclaim Your Heart, Personal Insights on Breaking Free from Life's Shackles, which is actually a self-help guide to help people deal with life's issues such as disappointment in life, etc. And it's totally amazing and inspiring. Another book of her is Love and Happiness, which is a collection of self-reflection and quotes, which helps on self-development, self-reflection, and life lessons, of course. And she is also famous in the social media platforms like Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. And I'm going to tell you more about her social media platforms and her achievements on that in the second aspect of our analysis. Alright, so our first aspect of analysis is about her main topic, style and method of dawah. About the topic, as Yasmin passionate in spirituality, psychology, and personal development and growth, so her main topic of da'wah is not far away from that. She mostly speaks about global modern challenges, our obstacles in life, our common problems which are related to emotions, as she is an expert of psychology. And of course, she always relates it to Islamic messages. For example, when she talks about how to deal with anxiety.
Turn your fear into dua. Turn your anxieties into dua. Meaning, I'm scared of something. I'm terrified that XYZ is gonna happen. Everyone has fears, right? Now, how do we typically deal with fear? What we typically do with fear is we feed it. How do we feed fear? By just thinking about it. And then all these scenarios come, right? Instead of feeding fear, turn it into dua. That thing that you're afraid of, make dua about it. Simple as that. Immediately stop it, stop the thought, and then turn and focus that feeling of fear and anxiety into making dua. Ask Allah for protection. And then after you've done that, put your trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I've given it to Allah.
Fear and anxiety, as we know, have become life issues for youth and even for everyone. And see how she relates our issue, which is anxiety, to the message of Allah by turning the anxiety into dua. And also I analyzed some strengths of Ustadha Yasmin, which makes everyone got attracted to her speech or her lectures. The first one is that Ustadha Yasmin always comes up with actual topic and actual challenges that we are facing. And she also comes up with the solutions based on Al-Quran and As-Sunnah. And the next one is that she delivers the speech mostly with high speed and high tune. Almost all the times. Just in some occasions she made the speed a bit slower, and also she made the tune a bit slower sometimes in order to emphasize some points. And the third one is that she used to deliver the ideas with metaphors or logical analogies which are acceptable and understandable to everyone. And the last one is that she delivers some speech emotionally.
Toxic mistake that we make that keeps us stuck is that we tend to focus on our past. And what happens, and psychologists explain why this happens. One of the reasons why people focus on their past, and unfortunately, we don't just focus on our past, but we focus on the most negative part of our past.
The second aspect of our analysis today is about her achievements on social media platforms. So she has this huge number of fans on YouTube, this number on Instagram, and this is number of total views on her YouTube channel. And this number of fans on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and maybe other social media platform are keep increasing day by day. And this shows that her method of da'wah and her style of da'wah and the way she delivers her speech are pretty successful to attract the youth to listen to her, and of course to make a change to themselves. And the next aspect that we're going to talk about is the impact of Yasmin Mogahed's da'wah activities. And I would like to start this chapter of this part with most beloved quote of her for me, that she said, resilience is a very different thing than being numb. Resilience means you experience, you feel, you fall, you hurt, but you keep going. Yasmin Mogahed 2018. So Yasmin Mogahed's da'wah really brought a great positive impact to people, to our society, especially to the youth or to millennial. We can see it through these following indicators. The first one is from the enthusiasm of the youth to follow her on social media like Instagram. As we know that she has like 1.1 million followers, and in YouTube she has 341,000 subscribers. That's a very huge number of fans actually, and it shows the enthusiasm of people to follow her da'wah. The second one is people's impression through the comment section on Instagram. The third one is the growth of her YouTube channel. Also her other social media, as the number of subscribers and followers are keep increasing day by day. And the last indicators is some testimonial videos of her students which were published on her YouTube channel. And many people admitted that the things Yasmin talked about were really related to them. Some of them admitted that they found the way to improve themselves. Like me, I did that too. The way to free their hearts from wound and pain. And the most important thing is how our mindset should be as a Muslim. Alright, so now we are in the last part of our analysis video, which is conclusion and recommendation. In conclusion, Yasmin Mogahed should be our inspiration and motivation as da'iyah. There is a popular quote that says, نحن دعاة قبل كل شيء, that we are du'at or we are preachers before everything. As we know that Her background is psychology and journalism and mass communication, which is quite similar to us as we are students of Islamic communication and broadcasting. So this obviously should inspire us that no matter what our educational background is, or no matter what our environmental background is, we can do da'wah as an enjoyable thing. Also from Yasmin Mogahed, we learned to love our identity as Muslims more than everything. We shouldn't be ashamed of elaborating Islamic values in public by relating or linking our common problems to Islamic messages, for example, mental health issues like anxiety and many others, whether we relate it to the message of the Quran, Sunnah, or history of Sahaba, as Yasmin did. And of course, we're gonna do that in our own styles. Because actually, we are really in need of more and more people like her. As nowadays, as a result of technology's development, any kinds of information, any kind of opinions, any kind of ideologies can be spreaded so easily and quickly, so that our youth will, like in many occasions, they would be misguided or misled by some ideologies that doesn't match the values of Islam. And Yasmin, with her da'wah activities, has widely opened our eyes. She's a kind of role model that we need these days, of course, especially for women and more specifically for Muslims. As our universe has lost most of its qualified people and also its role model, from her we can also learn about modesty and how we can contribute ourselves to this ummah with our brilliant thought based on the light of Al-Quran and As-Sunnah. I will talk about recommendation, and it's actually quite, not easy because she is almost perfect in front of my eyes. Since, of course, we know that we haven't done a lot as she did. So it's quite hard for me to find any recommendation or any suggestion for her, but I do find it that I would recommend her to interact more on social medias and also to master some languages. When she interacts more with people on social media, there are more people that are going to get to know her and get to know her dawah and apply it in their lives, and it's gonna be such a very great change for this world. The impact or the result that will happen if she masters some language, so she can inspire more and more people. So those are my recommendation and suggestion, which are the last part of this analysis video. And also in the end of this video, I would like to encourage me, myself, and everyone who watches this video to start doing da'wah with the smallest thing that we can do. نحن دعاة قبل كل شيء. We are preachers before everything, and doing da'wah is an obligation for all of us as Muslims. So that's all from me. May Allah guide all of us, and may Allah keeps us steadfast in His deen and His path. And see you in the next video, inshallah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.